Hello everyone, welcome all. I hope you can hear me. If you can't hear me, just let me know. I'm gonna try opening the video on YouTube to see if there is any sort of feedback that I can get for myself. Um, it is working. So somehow there's no feedback, which is already good. Feedback is my greatest enemy. It seems to be chase me everywhere. So welcome to this video, to this stream. My name is Rafael. I hope this video finds you well on this nice Friday evening. If I'm looking very bright, it's because I probably have too many lights on. Let me see the turn off the top one. I seem a bit less yellow. There's a few updates that I have to fill you in. Majorly, I would like to ask you to follow a YouTube channel called Astrodog Band, because there's 2 podcast episodes there that I've made with Peter, and Anthony from Kidden Media has produced and edited, so that's very good. If you could go on Instagram and follow Gig Hub Blackpool and Gig Map Blackpool, and Astrodog Band as well, and Raphael Media, which is mine, and Five Coast Pigs, which is Peter, and Kidden Media, which is Anthony. And if you go on Facebook and you do the exact same thing, so Gig Hub and Astrodog and everything, that would be great. We have a few cool pictures everywhere, pictures and videos and stuff. Now I'm started doing shorts, so me and Peter the other day were engaged in doing parodies and stuff, which is great fun. Let me see if I can show you a little bit of sort of stuff that I'm on about.
Out on stage.
So, for example, I've put it on TikTok and Peter's with it.
I can hear myself. I'll just make it louder. It's fine. Ah. Yeah, that's better. Actually, no. He's walked out on stage, taken the hand off the rising line, sets especially oratory here himself, put the amp by his feet, pointing down. He's turned it up. Everything's flipping there. Front of house sound is just
Amazing cinematography right now. With our regional backgrounds. This is a real problem that we face every so often, and that's happened a few times. We're like, we should make a video about this. We are okay. So there we go. Trying to grow the sphere of influence. I've also expanded Astrodog, so now we have another guitar player and singer called John Simpson. Hey Peter, always good to see you, or to hear from you. You're the only one that's regular when it comes to these lives. I think we're the closest friends we love. All of my friends, you're the only one that stands by me. Or maybe you just spend a bit too much time on YouTube. I don't know. One of the two. So expanded Astrodog from just being Peter's on guitar and drums, which is a funny story. The other day we went to a party the other playing, to have another guitar and singer, and Ian on bass and sing possibly as well. So my plan is, if you can split 3 45-minute sets amongst 3 singers, the possibilities are unlimited. We can do unlimited time. You can do as long as we want, really. 3 hours, 4 hours, who knows. If you notice this, is because I picked up another hobby, miniature painting. I know I have so much time and availability to do things. I don't have young kids or anything, so definitely not an issue. I keep looking there because there's where my I can see myself. So I'm just gonna try to turn this off, but then I can't see myself. Should I move you? Probably that would be the smart thing to do, right? Do I have the space though? I do not have the space. These are things to be considered before a live stream, not during the live stream. But here we are on this professional environment. Just bear with me. Okay. Some of you might have seen that I posted a video earlier today, about 7:30, not because it was scheduled. It was a video that I recorded today. I posted today about Moval Jump Space, which is an overdrive pedal. It's a really strange circuit that I've never heard of before, but it's a very powerful. It has like loads of drive on top, from like light blues, overdrive sounds to almost distortion really, and it's really cool. And it has a bunch of different EQ pots, like it has tone, it has character, it has bright, it has mids, and it all changes the tone a little bit, and then it has volume and drive. So the story that I was gonna say. So me and Peter, Astrodog, we have some originals, 7 originals, out of which like 4 are practiced and ready to go. And then we have the covers that we've done before. So we went to the Gallery here in Blackpool, historic venue really. It's a really cool place in terms of aesthetics and everything. And it's a late night sort of entertainment. And we went to see No Idea, which is the guitarist from No Idea is the guy that I bought the Mobile Jump Space from afterwards. And he sees us because he knows me and Peter from the open mics at the Leighton Institute that we run. And he asks, our support act has dropped out due to injury. Would you be able to cover? Would you be able to do the gig? And I just had a very big carvery. Had gone to Plumtree, just outside of Blackpool, had a very large carvery, 2 Yorkshire puddings and gravy and beef, because that's my preferred meat. If it's to have carvery, might as well have the most expensive meat available. And so I was like proper full. Peter had a big squeal as well, so he wasn't lightly sit as well. We were like, sure, we can work out a set and do that. So we played, and I asked, how long do you want us to play? And I was like, 30 minutes or whatever you want, really. They were like really chill and easy. I was like, okay, 30 minutes, we gotta do 30 minutes. And because I'm a bit traumatized from people going overtime at the open mics and me having to say like, no, it's it time's up, need to get off. I was really focused on, okay, as soon as we get to 9 p.m., I'm done. We're done. We're not gonna overextend the hospitality of the Galleon stage and the city. And then we waited a bit longer. And I thought, we could have done more, and it would have helped them more. Then at the end, they even gave us what we were going for the support, which was really cool. Really appreciate it. So there was that, music-wise. Currently under Gig Hub, which is sort of enterprise efforts to run gigs and do bookings and find gigs and stuff like that here in Blackpool, which is me, Peter, and Anthony, really. So I do the easy bit, which is hosting and talking and having ideas. Peter is more on the implementing the ideas and sound engineering. And Anthony is also coming up with ideas and photography and media and videos and stuff. So that's more his jam. I'm trying to convince him to get into bass. Who knows, Peter, Anthony, if you're watching this, get that bass. But the bass is just the beginning. I'll let you know. This is like a PSA for all people that want to start playing instruments. But I'm gonna sort of advise it for Anthony in this case. The instrument itself, it's like a camera body. You'll get it, but then you'll need a pedal board. More than an amp these days, you will need a pedal board. Same for guitar, right? Unless you play acoustic. If you play acoustic, just play acoustic. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But if it's an electric instrument, you need a pedal board. And then you'll need a way to monitor yourself. So either by amp, which adds character, or by a monitor in ears, floor monitor, PA top, whatever you want. So it's never a small investment. It always has a bit of cost. The bass, sometimes it's the cheapest part and easiest one to get. But it's what you need to learn to play. But I need to learn to play the electric instrument before having to worry about other things. But who wants to learn to play in silence or with very little volume? No one does. So we have 4 open mics currently. So on the first Wednesday is at Gardener's Arms. On the second one was at Mama House, but it got cancelled due to bereavement, unfortunately. So I don't know if that's going to repeat itself or if it's going to have an opening there. On the third week is the Astrodog open mic at the Leighton Institute, so big stage for everyone. And then on the fourth week at Chica's Tavern, which is in Blackpool Town Centre, which is really nice. I don't know. there might be other places, but the thing with open mics is that they are a lot of work. I don't know if anyone realizes the amount of work that goes into it, and we add the photography components to it again, taking pictures and everything. I'm being a broken record with this because it's the way to publicize. I'm starting to see more venues and bands and artists using social media better in terms of making videos, but I know it is a lot of work. I think it's a lot of work. I find myself struggling to do it. I tried to post a few times on my Facebook, my clips of mixing and everything, and then by the time that you get to post it, I'm second guessing my ability and the point of it all. Life in general, I'm considering the point of living, and therefore I just want to quit and not have to look at myself being an idiot. That's why the video that I posted today, the edits are mostly like the multicam edits and a bit of sound improvement, but I didn't actually cut much of what I said. I didn't take many of the ahs and mistakes and stuff like that. Just like, this is an experience. This like I sat down and I'm telling you my experience, and it's how it is. A bit like a live, but better, hopefully. Because social media, it's like the pictures, the videos, and the skits, and the promotional of music. Then there's music creation, music practice, and music mastering and mixing and everything, and all the equipment that goes into it. Like now we have 3 tops, but actually need another one, 2 subs, full 18-channel mixer with recording capabilities, and this mixer, if not Peter Collins but Peter Haydock, that is not in for us today, but he will be able to tell you more of it. It was like around £400, right? But it has a bunch of I/O, right? You can have plugins. It comes with plugins to run in the mixer's DSP of effects, including amp sims and cab sims and effect sims. So you could actually just turn up with the electric guitar and the mixer and just plug straight in. It's mad, the technology. I think it's better than, and in terms of investment, that we a lot of times talk about, like affordable pedals and stuff. In terms of an investment, a mixer, a very good mixer that has presets for your EQ, for your teammates, bandmates. So you know exactly where to plug the drums and the bass and the guitars and the vocals and anything else. A mixer that he set up for you to do that is a really great investment. It's a boring investment, I know. It's like music stands, mic stands, stands in general, amp stands, right? Cables, XLR cables, mono cables, TRS cables, adapter for a backing track to be playing in between songs, clothing, that sort of stuff. So, pedals, the cost of pedals it seems to have split, right? It's like under £100 and over £200. I always find it hard to pay quite a bit of money for pedals. I've never bought expensive. Well, I bought the Hudson Broadcast, which is a 159, which is a good deal, I think. It's a double pedal, so 2 different sounds really, for £160. And it's very unique sounds, right? But you can get a Helix, right, which is what I use, new for a bit over £1,000, right? You can get a HX XL, or a Podgo, or you can get a Sonic Cake Master, whatever, the small things, or a New X or something, and it sounds fine. It sounds fine. Like if you compare it to the AB and everything, it sounds fine. The Tone X1 is 159, and I've played for it at that Galleon gig. I played for it. Sounds great. I know a guy here, that Hayden Herbert. If you're watching this, apparently saw that he was watching this video. Hayden got the HX Tone 1, seasoned musician, and it's great. Sounds great. Plays great, and it's this big. And it has the cab IRs, and now it has effects and everything. You could have just tone 1s and Tone X pedals. It will be fine. Or you could just have something even more affordable. The barrier to entry that I was saying earlier, like, oh, you need a pedal board, it's lower now. Because my friend Ian, that's joined the band, right? He got the Amazon Squire P bass, the Squire debut. It's great. It's a great bass. I'm honestly, I don't have it here. I have the J bass, the Harley Benton J bass, right? The Goto, and it's a good bass. It was almost £200, right? And it takes a few days to arrive from Thomann and so. This Squire P bass. First, it looks like a P bass. Headstock, body, the pick guard, it's the replaceable bits. Fine. Then it has a matte finish, which matte black is cool. And it came with a good setup, and it sounds fine. Sounds fine. And then it got a NUX MG300, I think the small one with two things, that has a looper and a tuner and a drum machine and guitar sounds and bass sounds and KBR and USB connection. It has everything basically. So it just doesn't have an XLR out, I think. So all in all, I think for around £200, it had the bass and the thing with cables and stands and case and everything. I think it was $250. But when you go to a gig or when you go to an open mic, you can just plug that into the mixer, right? And bounce your uncle. And it's a gigging setup. It's a gigging setup for £250. Dexter Briggs, I keep bringing him up. Go check him out on YouTube. He has a few videos now out of him playing covers and stuff. Young kid, I want to say 15, although he might be 14. I think he's 15. Uses a Sonic Cake, whatever. Great sounds. You are so amazed by the playing that it doesn't really matter. I have the Black Star HT5R that for the longest time I didn't quite like it. It wasn't like, it doesn't sound Fenderish enough or Voxy enough or Marshall-y enough, whatever. And Black Star has the issue that if it breaks, you cannot really repair it. But for under £200, you can find Black Stars every day of the week. Multiple ones in the same day, basically. With a radius, because Black Star has a great distribution. So, loud enough to gig, not too loud that it's going to be a problem with sound guys. Small, and it does sound great. There was a band that was playing, and that was being used as backline. And it was my pedal board and the Black Star, and it was fine. It sounded good. So it was really good. The Catalyst. I upgraded the speakers, heavier speakers, 16 ohm. One of them fell off. The connection fell off. So I put back the old speakers. On a stage, sounds fine. The thing is, these engineers that work at Line 6, Yamaha, right, and that Boss, and that Black Star, and what's the other brands? NUX, right, that make these small amps. Fender, right? For these past few years, they're good. They know what they're doing. It sounds good. A lot of the times, it's trying to fit big speakers in small spaces that doesn't have enough volume, or trying to fill too much larger sound, or it's a problem of our ears. I've not seen a good musician turn up like no idea. The guys that ended up opening for and that Steve sold me the pedal. No idea showed up to the Latin Institute with their instruments. They use the backline. Boss Katana for the guitarist. The Helix for the bass, right? Steve plays into the Katana, messes with the knobs, sounds good. Bit loud, but sounds good. He adjusted it. The bass player was like, give me sound, blah, 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 blah. Fine. Off he goes. And then proceeded to kick ass. It's and then it's like, oh no, these settings need to be adjusted. And then it's like, it's underwhelming. The more and more I am convinced that you need a bass level here, but after that really is up to the musicianship. It's up to the musicianship. Speaking of musicianship, there was a big, I don't know why I'm going through all the topics. All the topics on top of my head, I'm going through them right now. Peter is adding to the conversation, so I'll share it here. They're saying that it's just gone ampless on stage, but for the last few years I used Black Star IT Core Power, 50 watts 80%. Ah, right. There is one for sale here in Blackpool for 140, and I said, nah, it's not really good. Maybe it's not. It's probably fine, isn't it? with its 275 watt speakers and everything, but the connections out. I don't know if it's good either to go direct or to go with a mic in front. But you were in a band, you were gigging, you were working, and it sounded fine. I'm sure that was. If there is a way you can make it work. The Amplus thing is really practical, isn't it? It's a practical situation for everyone. You can have monitors, you can have in-ears. It gives more control to the sound engineer for front of house and for monitoring. Peter is saying that it was better mic than direct. And that's the other thing, like once you put the mic in front of a speaker, the sound is better, I want to say. I've tried it and I've heard it, because one thing is you think, oh, PA tops are like cheap things, right? But if you have a good PA, like a proper good PA, and have a powerful desk, the sound engineer will make the guitar sound good. And you can have condenser mics, and you can have dynamic mics, and you can have further away and closer, and that completely changes the sound. More than pickups, more than the level of gain and everything, than everything. Peter is saying that they use in-ears. And again, in-ears is now technology that is accessible. Like, I have in-ears, I still need to figure them out. Me and Peter are gonna sit down. I often say me and someone else because apparently I'm unable to do anything by myself. But I bought these from Gear for Music, and there is the Shores, and there's lots. In-ear monitoring is an alternative, especially if you're in a band, right? You can hear yourself better, meaning that you can play better. You don't need to be as loud, which protects the hearing. If you want sound on stage besides the in-ears, you can have monitoring. You can have sound floor monitors and everything, and then the front of house is not battling with feedback. And for singers, it's much better, because the thing that I've learned on stage is, particularly if you're closer to the amps and to the drums and everything, the singer, on the singer's mic, everything else is coming through as well, because everything is loud, right? So you'll end up, you cannot sing the best of your ability or to what suits. It has to be, I need to sing in a way that I'm heard. And that's why I think a lot of rock bands were like, because it's the easiest way to project in that frequency. All that long, that sort of stuff, right? So, not digging at them, they do good. I like it, but so yeah, it's okay. So today, Red Show made a video, not attacking. I was say attacking a guy. There was this guy that made a post about like, just use backing tracks for instrumentalists because no one cares. Like, if you can't afford a bass player, just go out and play. I understand. I've seen people gigging locally, that just take guitar and themselves, and they play, and they have backing tracks, and it's fine. But I think the expectation is different when you're doing light entertainment than when you're doing a headliner act or anything. You expect to see a band and you expect to see something. But a band's a lot of work. People need to learn the parts, and you need to get along with people, and it's more accommodation. People need to eat, they need to pay, and sometimes. So I do understand why backing tracks is very appealing. Like, you have a group of friends, you need another instrument, just put it on a backing track. Adding that extra member that's going to kill us all, it can be tricky. It can be tricky. In backing tracks is not an easy. I don't think it's an easy. I haven't figured out. There's Ableton sessions constantly ongoing. So probably that's an alternative. I know that this time of the day is not great, but I never thought it was going to be this quiet. So yeah. But this is why I have this hobby now of miniature painting, because now I can do miniature painting while we wait for more people to come to the live. And if no one comes to the live, it's fine. I'm just gonna watch Arcane on Netflix. So you might be wondering, why, Raphael, would you pick up painting? Are you into art? I am not. I am not. I simply have no thoughts of my own. I don't know if you knew that. I always have to do whatever someone else is doing, and some of my friends do miniature painting, and therefore I decided that I wanted to do picture painting as well. And you think, oh, maybe that's an affordable thing. It's only paint, it's only brushes, it's only little plastic toys that break very easily. No, everything is expensive. So instead of buying boring stuff for music making, I decided to buy a whole army of Age of Sigmar by Warhammer. That's made in UK, so I also got then like, oh, maybe what else is there in plastic modeling world? I haven't gotten the historical route just yet of getting tanks and Spitfires, but who knows? I'm still young. Maybe in 20 years that's gonna be where you're gonna find me. Trains, full train sets. Why not? I don't discriminate. But for now, use Warhammer and Gundams. Eh? Look at this. I don't like the gun. I don't like guns. Then I watched the show on Netflix. I was like, oh, so cool, Gundam. Wow. But this is a very toy. It's a very small toy. I've built a small toy. But there is lessons to be learned, patience to be acquired and trained. And then it's one of those things that then you come back to the guitar and you're slightly better than you were before. At least that's what they say. That's what they say, and I think I agree. I don't know if I'm gonna paint on this stream. Turn it into a painting stream. How would you feel about that, Peter? How would you feel about that? The other thing that happened that I haven't discussed it here, but I think I'm gonna wait until if there's more people coming. But the other thing that has happened that I haven't discussed here, this it's like I have memory issues, so I repeat myself. I don't, but it will be a better excuse. Is that I went to play somewhere and then I got interrupted and told to leave the stage basically because I was not good enough. And I thought maybe it's me, maybe it's the booking agent, maybe it's the management, and apparently it's a bit of everything. Obviously, myself, I need to work on my own presentation sort of stuff, right? I think it showcased my lack of online presence really. I need to record more videos of myself singing and playing if I want to do it more regularly. Have reels and show reels and normal reels, like normal thing. Um, and so yeah, my online presence needs to be better. Just going back to painting here. So Peter, thank you so much. We are best buds now. I've been trying watercolor painting, but I could do with some lessons on that. Okay. I could do with a lot of lessons on painting. I have no idea what I'm doing really. I know brushes. I know that this is a brush. That's about it. And there's water thinning. I'm basically coloring within the lines. That's what I'm doing. That's basically what I'm doing. There's no real art to this. Well, there is, but not what I do. Like I painted. This is what I painted. I'll show you. If this focuses. Wee dragon, amazing. It was all grey, and I painted it the gold and the turquoise and different sort of paints and stuff. But this has a lot of texture, so this is not quite watercoloring in paper. Then you have to shade and use light knowledge and stuff like that. So if you find those lessons, please share with the group. Lessons is a thing that we all benefit from, isn't it? In singing, in playing, in everything, and sometimes it's not straight away an option that is considered. Like the fastest way is like, oh, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna learn online. Yes, but there is a benefit to learning with someone that is more experienced and knows what they're about. I would enjoy sitting with someone that knows a bit more, because a few moments with a knowledgeable master is probably gonna save you many, many hours, isn't it? If watercoloring is not working out for you, consider the the hobby of miniature painting. It's very zen, very medicinal, very mindful. Uh, if you are more into grim, dark, warring, and even wargaming, 40k, so Warhammer 40k, is the little space marines and stuff. If it's more fantasy, that's your choice of your bag, which is my bag. Um, it's Age of Sigmar. If it's mecha robots, there is like other brands and BattleTech and stuff. But I think I would recommend Gundam because Gundam fits without glue, and it's more of an engineering feat. The people that design this that sort of stuff, and I'm really impressed. Um, we've had I'm getting a few messages on the monitoring video. Ah, nice one. So there's that painting. You can, and there's different paints in terms of not so much material because they all use acrylic paints, but just going back to the in-ears because I just got a message asking for recommendations on monitors. What in-ears are you using? What brand? What model? If I may ask, if I may be so bold as to ask that. Sometimes people ask me stuff, and I have no a basic knowledge on some of these things. But I'm not an expert. I'm not a sound engineer that has worked in this industry for many, many years. I've just spent more money probably and messed around and found out more than most, which I never thought was going to be an advantage in my field of expertise. But here we are. Here we are finding new stuff all the time. But each hobby, what I keep finding is that each hobby has its communities, it has its chambers of communication. So like in guitar, we have our YouTube channels that we like, and stuff, and then DJing has its stuff that it likes, and camera gear has the channels and stuff that they like. And until you show an interest in that, YouTube won't show you. You won't be served those Facebook groups. Sometimes it's a matter of being curious and going out there and trying to find that stuff. Obviously, if you already have friends that are into those hobbies, it helps because there's some guidance, right? But when people say, I'm a Bible student, right? Just let's put that there. So I believe that humans were meant to live forever. I want to live forever. Like even Oasis agrees. That's Christian rock now. So people sometimes say, "Oh, live forever. That's so boring." It's like I'm never bored. I always have something to do. If it's, for example, if it's not guitars, it's photography. If it's not photography, it's making videos. If it's not making videos, is painting. If it's not painting, is cycling. If it's not cycling, is cooking, eating. You know, writing music, experiencing good stuff. There's always so much to do. I could fill my time if I lived forever. There's always something else to do. Or it could just be the ADHD. More to do. Especially with other people, there's always things to do and to experience with other people. I don't get the people that, oh, I'm so bored at home, I have nothing to do. It's a problem in the head, which is a serious problem, obviously. Mental health is no joke, but it's not through inexistence of stuff of things to do. I do understand that sometimes there is this thing of people say that because they don't want to spend money on things to do. Peter asks, "Thank you for saving me from my own monotonous monologues," but asks if do you record your own music. I do, but it's bad. I do, but it's bad. If you see the video on Astrodog on Facebook, the last one, that is about the. It's not about the monitors, about. No, probably the last one is about the monitors. So the other one, I haven't put it on. So there's some clips that we sometimes put on that have our own music, but it's like recorded live, and without other instruments other than guitar and drums. So it's not great. If it was up to me, if I had the money and I knew the right people, I would like to go to the studio with a producer, and then he would guide my choice. Like, this is the demo of the songs that I've written, and what should I do with this? What direction? How to record it? How to and learn to record it. I feel like I'm often out of time, not right, tight in the pocket, and things are just a bit neither here nor there. I would like to hear the songs, to see their full potential, work out different parts, not just strumming the same 4 chords throughout the song, like even if it's the same chords, but what other parts could be added. Again, something that I would like to do, but there's finite time, and I'm not really. I don't feel like I'm gonna have a great career after this. There's other things that are gonna give me satisfaction faster, or bring financial benefits faster than my music. I don't think it's that good. Like I wrote a song the other week, but then all the songs sort of seem. I find them all sort of similar. Like I'll show you. If you're able to hear well, let me know. Do I have paper to dry this brush? Because a lot of the times I'm recording in the same chords. So, for example, one of the songs is. I never knew what I wanted to do. I just followed the path. Set myself low expectations with options to fall back. I'm always falling behind. I'm never where I dreamt to be. This is not a competition. Why do I feel like I'm losing? Is there a way to escape? I'm singing in lowercase because kids are going to sleep. In the night. So this was the latest, the second to last song that I did. And then I was playing around the other day, and I was like... So exact same chords, slightly different rhythm, but exact same chords in a different order. So instead of playing E, D, A, G, it's E, G, D, A. Okay, so straight away it's a negative point for me. How does it go? It goes. I don't know how it goes. It goes. Okay, it just is taking. I always knew that this day would come back. I always knew I always knew that this day would come back on me. It keeps approaching like a tidal wave, you just can't stop it. I never did anything to try and stop it. Just leave all it was for fun to drown me. Is this the life I've made for me? Or am I floating? Can I feel the fire this flame against the tide? Is this the life I made for me? Or am I floating? Will I let the current take me, or will I swim against the tide? Money is all I think about when I go to sleep. You see, then the problem is I don't know how to sing properly, especially at lower volumes. Apparently, I forgot how to do that. So same chords, and then then it goes to. I wanna go back in time to the day when I was 16. I wanna see my friends. I wanna see my family. Oh, take me back. Oh, take me back. And then if you change the chords and add a B minor, there it goes. Life's a path that you make yourself. There are guidelines for heaven and hell. But when I try to succeed, I feel the pull of my weekend days. Life comes and goes so fast. One day you're here, next you're past. Life comes and goes so fast. One day you're here, next you're past. So again, quite similar to the previous one, isn't it? So we are 4 songs in. There's this one. Very similar. I like the rhythm vocabulary and then the riff vocabulary to build on these songs. I don't know if I can say something that's right. So it's who are your friends? Does the meaning change as you grow in age into something else? Where? What can it be? No. Except, who are your friends? How do you know you can trust someone with your secrets and memories? What is a friend? Does the meaning change as you grow in age into something else? Do I need friends? Do friendships last forever? If I can count on you like we used to do, that's the point of things I think we are through. So there's that. There is one I keep forgetting how it goes. I never know the chords for this. That's a bit slower. That is Your Eyes. It does not out of 3 probably because I just put it out of the wall. Your eyes fill the night, and they shine so bright. Your smile lights the sky when it comes from deep inside. It's not easy to be young when your feelings are so strong. It's not easy to express what you feel and think that you're alone. I want to take your hand and leave those fears behind. And then 4 more verses. 5 more verses and 6 choruses going. The thing is that you don't need music theory if you have enough musical vocabulary. But if you don't have enough musical vocabulary from listening to music, music theory will also help to show you combinations that are fun and interesting and sound good. So I'm in the middle of two. I don't have enough music theory and I have not enough musical vocabulary to get me where I want. So this is still answering the music of the recording songs. This is a bunch of songs that they are written and I have the chords for them. They're almost always in the same key. But then again, it's the same person singing them, so it's fine. It's not so much the key, it's the... It could be the modes, for example. So maybe the modes could be interesting to spice things up or something like that, but I don't know. The last one is the... Another night, it's only 8:30. Already feel like lying down. I'm not done with the day. I need some time to be okay. Probably a lapel mic is not the best place to be here. Maybe I should go out, find a place to go. But paycheck comes next week. Can't afford a round. I don't know what to do. Should I stay or should I go now? Can't make up my mind. So I thought of put a towel with Netflix on, the game on TV, play guitar for an hour or so. All the stuff that's easy. Looking at my phone, knowing what to do. Do you know tonight? Every day this week. Those are the songs. I think that's all of them actually. Songs to fill time when I'm playing by myself. This is why painting. No one, well, people will judge you for your painting, but it's such an issue that it's more of a hobby thing that no one pays me to do. Because doing gigs for money, it's a bit stressful sometimes. But it's also, it needs to justify some of the gigs. There needs to be an economic component to them, right? So there you go. Till further questions. We picked that free there. I was making a fool of myself. I was hopeful that around this time some of the regulars would come back rather than Peter, and we would have a jolly good time. But I've had a jolly good time, and I've answered and got some of the stuff out of my chest that I wanted to put out up there, and I had a good time. It's always good. It's always good. Tudo vale a pena quando a alma é pequena, as we say in Portuguese. So it's not wasted on me. The opportunities. That's very. I think with that, I'm gonna leave you guys. Otherwise, you just see me painting this creature of the night. And I might try to go and find some chocolates to fill the emptiness in me. I thought Friday nights were gonna be a very busy gigging night, but more and more it seems that is not the case. Lots of places don't have gigs on Friday nights, and the ones that they do are also not very busy. If you found that. Honestly, I don't go out. And honestly, I just don't go out just because, oh, I'm gonna go out, have a drink. I go out if I go out to work, really, so. Some of the contacts that would have been made. And, very well. I'm hitting the dusser. The dusser? No. I'm hitting the couch, the sofa, the mattress of tiredness. Thank you, Peter, for keeping me company. Thank you, everyone that might watch this at a later stage. I hope this will keep you company the same way that I find company when I'm working and doing other stuff, and there is a live stream for me to watch. Yeah. So, as Peter nicely puts it, maybe Fridays evenings, maybe even this time, like it's before 9 p.m. I was going on after 9 p.m. last time, and had a few more people, not many, right? It's never much bigger, but maybe people are still like out, and then they'll come back later, and then they could join on the stream. And I haven't done this in a while, so I couldn't expect people to have notifications telling them that it's happening. I don't know, it's all in my head. Was your mind? Song. There's a song that relates to this. So again, thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Bye bye. Leave. Yes, leave. No, I need to finish it here on the computer. It's still live on the phone.